This segment brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. To join today or for more information, go to kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Truly celebrating 100 years of women's suffrage. Michelle has a great segment for us this morning. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Deb, and good morning to all our viewers. This week, as we celebrate the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage in the United States, I want to share the story of an 1867 suffrage tour in Kansas led by the one and only Susan B. Anthony. At the close of the American Civil War, women once again worked to secure the vote. American suffragists, led by Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Lucy Stone, and Olympia Brown, called for advocates of abolitionism and suffrage to combine their efforts to ensure that African American men and women gained the right to vote along with their white female allies. In 1867, Susan, Elizabeth, Lucy, and Olympia looked to Kansas and an upcoming referendum on the issue of African American male and white female suffrage at the state level as an excellent opportunity to deploy their advocates. They wanted to sway lawmakers and the public in favor of woman suffrage. From August through November 1867, Kansas newspapers were filled with headlines and advertisements for suffrage meetings in all corners of the state. Susan felt certain that Kansas would embrace woman suffrage in the same way the territory debated and fought over the issue of slavery. The organizers of the public meetings invited well-known American writers and thinkers to attend their Kansas events. Olympia Brown recalled on some days she spoke to more than one gathering. I had to start at 4 o'clock in the morning in order to reach the first appointment at 2 p.m. We would start again in order to meet an engagement at 8 o'clock in the evening. I went to Kansas for a purpose, and that purpose engrossed all my time, thoughts, and energies. Lucy Stone, in her letters to Susan B. Anthony, remarked that everywhere we go, we have the largest and most enthusiastic meetings, and any one of our audiences would give a majority for women. When Susan and Elizabeth arrived in Kansas to help Olympia and Lucy in September 1867, they were hampered by a lack of funding for their travels. They pressed on because, according to Susan, the demand is imperative that Kansas must take the initiative and embrace women's suffrage. While traveling in Kansas, the suffragists reached out to African American women and men, as well as politicians on both sides of the aisle, hoping to turn them into suffrage supporters. Kansas newspapers oftentimes derided the women for their outspoken views, physical appearance, and marital status. To their supporters, the suffragists were heroines. To their detractors, the women were shrill harpies who needed to learn their place in society. In November 1867, the effort to secure the vote for Kansas women failed. The work of Susan, Elizabeth, Lucy, Olympia, and their predecessor Clarina Nichols was rewarded in 1912 when Kansas extended full voting rights to women. Once again, Kansas led the way while the nation agonized over the suffrage question until the passage of the 19th Amendment in 1920. I hope you enjoyed our look at the role Kansas played in the suffrage movement, and that you'll join me next time for another historical adventure somewhere around Kansas.
As always, awesome to share Wednesday mornings with you. I'm Deb Goodrich, and I'll see you somewhere around Kansas.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.